What's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. It's time to get ready for round 6 of the 2019-20 Exhibition Series of the Nations Cup Season 3 on Gran Turismo Sport. Now we are racing at Branch Hatch Grand Prix circuit for 17 laps, and we are going for a Group 4 category for today. So I hope this is going to be quite good to get ready, because this is going to be brings back from the first season that we just definitely did. So hope this is going to be quite getting started to go with a different Group 4 racing category that this boat might be taking the best performance that this boat might be able to use. So for this car I'm about to be ready to pick is the Renault Sport Mini Trophy 2011. So this is going to be quite given the best balance of performance regulations by going recommend. This looks all set and ready to go, and this is going to be quite taking the good racing soft tires by the choice. We might be getting started out to begin, but this is going to be quite very excited to see a Group 4 super racing car to be in the track. Before enjoying watching the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out some more videos if you like. Feel free to enjoy anytime you want for the entertainment. So let's go and get ready to race, and let's get it started. We've been racing in Season 1, so now it's going to be quite getting different. So we're all set and ready to go for having a good Group 4 race to have the Mini Trophy. We'll be taking the best handling skills. We might take on the Branch Hatch circuit that this is going to be quite getting started to be prepared. So the race is about to begin in 5 seconds, so let's gonna have a good clean race to have a best of luck. So here we go, let's begin. Here we go, folks. It's round 6 of the 2019-20 Exhibition Series of the Nations Cup Season 3. So we got Group 4 cars to get started on Branch Hatch Grand Prix, so let's get started. TKA_GT takes first place in the Renault Sport Mini Trophy. GRT Boom takes second place. Roadhog 2 is going third place with his CNF livery theme of the Renault Sport Mini Trophy car. Festival Unibus in 4th place in the Mini Group 4. Miguel's 8520 takes 5th place in the Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG. Roll with GT7 in 6th place for the Advent Honda NSX Group 4. Followed by myself in a Simtropolis themed livery in 7th place. Aussie 73 in 8th place for the Renault Sport Mini Trophy. 9th place is CD2 Saint 32 in the Renault Sport Mini Trophy. D-Nut S33 in 10th place in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sports. MCR 586 in 11th place in the Mini Trophy 2011. PFC 2K12 takes 12th place in the White Style Livery. And looks like King D Dora 82 in the GR Supra Nürburgring 2019 Livery in 13th place. Dog C226 in 14th place. Dog Boss 555 takes the wheel on the Aston Martin V8 Vantage Group 4. Run 3 RMS 13 in the Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG Group 4 in 16th place. Fade Truck in 17th place in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sports. Earth David in 18th place in the Volkswagen Scirocco Group 4. Pro G2112 in the Jaguar F-Type Group 4, ready to go. And last place is XX Brendan CXX in the McLaren 650S Group 4. Since the last season in the first effort up to all time, so hope this is going to be quite getting started to take on 17 laps, but this is going to be going for a rolling start, so I hope this is going to be giving the one season race down memory lane that this is going to be quite giving the exact moment. So here we go, timer starts about to be going in the green, and we are going underway, folks. This race is going to be the best part since the first season, but this is going to be quite giving the best part that this world might be getting ready. Same race on the track with different Group 4 cars with different liveries, and this is going to be quite very excited to see how this might turns out. But this is going to be an all-out competition that this might go fast between the front engine rear car and the mid-engine rear car. So this is going to be given the best strong capability for drivetrains that this might drive faster it takes. It looks like one understeer Group 4 car is going in to be in the top position, but this is going to be quite taking a few steps to be going in. Aussie 73 strikes in to be on 6th place to be on the overtake. So hope this is going to be quite giving the time to catching up on the rush. Now it looks like Roadhog 2 is taking on in 3rd place, so hope I could probably support him because this is going to be given the time. And oh man, it looks like Aussie 73 just got off the track, and looks like this is going to be quite giving a lot of loss of a control handling, that this is going to be quite having a little error. Roll with GT7 is taking on in 6th place, but hope he is very lucky that he is going to drive faster it takes with his Honda NSX Group 4 might be going on to keep it up. DD2 Saint 32 is catching up onto Roll with GT7's position, but this is going to be quite very tougher it takes because the Magny Trophy Cup car and the NSX is about to get very challenging to be on the showdown. So looks like we got Pedro underscore Unibus in 9th place, just got off the track, so he's going to have to take a time to be in the recovery. So he might get back on track to catching up onto the other drivers as much as he can. So this is going to be quite taking a little bit more time to going in the pit stop, but this is going to be given the best tire choice that this group might be needed. In case of emergency, it's going to be quite doing best that he's about to go with the racing medium compound tires that this might suits perfectly for him. It's going to get very tougher on that turn, so hope this is going to be quite doing good to see how several drivers with the Renault Sport Magny Trophy cars are going on for the chase. So hope this is going to be quite very excited to see that one Gr.4 Race car is now on the track. So I hope this is going to be quite giving a one special guest appearance that this might be taking the moment. Now it's going to be quite getting a little bit more fierce distance to going on for Roll with GT7. He's about to catch up onto Miguel, and it looks like this is going to be quite giving a little bit loosen up on it. Don't want to get off the track, just gonna need to stay on the tarmac because this is going to be the perfect car that this might be needed for you to take that good horsepower that this might deal with some few cornerings. So it takes light handling that this is going to be quite taking on board. And oh man, it looks like DD2 Saint 32 just barely got off the track by losing control. Looks like this is going to be taking a little bit slow time that this might be getting back on for taking a little bit few sort things for having a lot of handling issues that this might be taking on for. It looks like MCR 586 is now coming in to overtake my current position. This is going to be quite getting ready to be well defended. But I hope this is going to be quite taking some few efforts that this might be taking for a lot of cornering for having a one fast mid-engine Group 4 car that this will compare to the understeer Magny Group 4 car that this is going to be quite come in handy. It takes concentration that this might be taking the practice for having a one good drivetrain layout that this is definitely might be given the best car since Gran Turismo 6. But it still works perfectly because this is going to be taking a lot of acceleration that this might keep the throttle will be well maintained to be on hold. Going in to take a lot of few gap distance for only 1.2 seconds behind. 4.2 seconds up ahead, that Ding's about to get very catching up on the distance might be catching up onto Roll with GT7's current position. This might take a little bit patient long, but this is going to be quite taking a lot of efforts might be keep it in for having a one good racing upper hand. So meanwhile, the top three drivers are differently might be going on to keep it up on it. So it looks like Roadhog 2 is about to be catching up onto GRT underscore boom 3R 2900. So he might be doing perfectly great for him. So he is going to be catching up to have his very own livery design on the Renault Sport Magny Trophy car. So this is going to be quite very excellent that this might be given a good message after this race ends. He might do his best for the moment, folks. he is going to keep it up to stay strong and do the best whatever he can. Now it looks like TK8 GT is currently in the lead, so he might be due perfectly to have his first place for the win. This is going to be quite very excited to have that total gap distance when I'm in 6th place. 13.657 seconds up ahead for him. So hope this is going to be quite taking a lot of plenty more acceleration, that this might be keep it for a lot of perfect mobility for him. This might take the best choice for the tires that might be given the pens. Taking a lot of few handling turns, that this is going to be quite very sharpened up on the edge. Just going to avoid getting off the track is going to be quite taking a lot of important strategy tips. Only 4 seconds up ahead to catch up to roll with GT Seb. This is definitely might be doing perfectly for a mid-engine hatchback race car, that this might deal with an NSX, that this might be taking the fastest ways to get through. Going in onto the 5th lap, and this is going to be quite very excellent. And this is going to be quite to see how Roadhog 2 is now going into 2nd place. He's going to catch up onto TK8 GT, but this is going to be his best time of this race, folks, because he is going for it. Taking a lot of effort, he can do it, but this is going to be quite very excited to have a CNF racing library, that this might be given the best moment. So now the fastest lap as definitely might be taken to perform is 1 minute and 30.2 seconds. Now that is going to be an impressive fastest lap time for TK8 GT. He is going faster whenever he can. I hope Roadhog 2 is going to be able to beat this fastest lap times, because he's going to do his best whenever he can. No matter what it takes, that every mid-engine Gr.4 cars will be taking the most fastest lap for taking a challenge will be getting started to begin. This might take a little bit more speed and some few handlings, that this might go in to have a lighter capability, that this might be taking the ways to perform. But this is going to be taking some few techniques, because having this race might be taking a lot of required balance without fail. Now it's going in onto the 6th lap, and this is going to be quite doing good to see how the top 5 drivers are going on. And Roadhog 2 is now definitely in 2nd place. Looks like GRT Boom 3R2900 is now going to be catching up onto his position. I hope Roadhog 2 is about to be ready to set him up for some running defense, that this is going to be taking some few gap distance, which might give him some space for having a lot of good efforts to do a moment. Because this is going to be a longest chase to catch up onto TK8 GT's 1st place leading position. It's going to be going on the way, that this might take the battle of 2nd place, might be getting closer to the 1st place driver. It's going to be quite taking the fastest chase, that this might take 2 or 3 distance drivers, that this might catch up to the leader. Is going to be quite going on for having this time for this race. PFC 2K12 is now definitely might be taking a lot of better times, that this might go forward onto 7th place. This is going to be quite taking a lot of enough gap distance, might be keep it well checked up on it. 4.6 seconds behind when I'm in 6th place. This is going to be quite doing good for having the Magni Trophy cars. Is now going to take some more handling mobility to perform. So meanwhile, TK8 GT is now in the pits, and looks like Roadhog 2 is now in the lead. GRT Boom 3R2900 is now going in 2nd place, and Miguel 8520 in 3rd place. This is going to be quite doing a lot of excitement to see how it goes. It looks like this is going to be quite taking a lot of handling risk on the 1st turn. Only 10 more to go. This race is about to get pretty well balanced up, that this might be taking a good skills, that this might be going lightly to perform. Now it looks like this is going to be quite good to see how TK8 GT is now dropping down onto 5th place, and now currently in 4th place. Roll with GT Seb is now going in to catch up to TK8 GT's position. This is going to be a one slightest chase between the Renault Sport and the Honda is now going to be taking a lot of speed that this wheel might be taking the chase. It's getting closer onto Miguel 8520's position. This is going to be quite getting a little bit slightest ways to getting on for. He might go for a little fastest ways to be in the compact series that this wheel might take some time for him. So meanwhile, Roadhog 2 is taking the lead. I hope he can do it. This is going to be giving his best time for his winning spot that this wheel might be going on to take on the Branch Hatch Grand Prix circuit, that this is going to be his best time. But he's going to keep it up for beat the fastest lap for TK8 GT's fastest lap times is going to be quite doing good. So I hope this is going to be quite giving the fastest ways that this is going in to be in 4th place for myself. This is going to be my best chase that this will might catch up to TK8 GT's position. It's getting closer onto the top 3. Hope I could probably make it there, folks. But this is going to be giving a well-tire check that this wheel might be needed for a recommend. Probably the gap distance will be decreasing shortly, so gonna have to keep a well monitored check on it. PFC 2K12 is in 5th place, followed by Dog C 226 and Run Free RMS 13, and D2 Saint 32 is now going in on each different position. Is going to be quite giving a lot of few efforts on the distance. Things are doing well for the top 2 drivers in the lead, but this is going to be taking a little bit more struggle out there to check the tires. It's going to be quite giving well pressurized whenever it depends to going into the pit stop. This is going to be giving the best turn to see how Roadhog 2 is doing. Gr.4 Boom 3R 2900 is now going to be catching up onto its leading position. This is going to be taking on that final turn whenever it depends to continuing on or going to the pits. 2 drivers continues on to take the rush because this is going to be quite giving the best moment to see how this wheel might turn out to be quite very brilliant. It looks like PFC 2K12 is now going into the pits. This wheel might have that racing soft tires that this wheel might be need to change. And now going into the 9th lap, this is going to be quite doing better to see how it goes. It looks like TK8 GT is now coming in to storm the top 2 drivers' main position. Is going to be his best effort to be in the compact series wheel might be going in on the rush. This could be his back on the rocks for TK8 GT wheel might be taking a lot of rush to see it how it goes. Gr.4 Boom 3R 2900 and Roadhog 2 is going to have that challenging efforts to see how this one excited race might goes. But it's going to be taking some few gap distance to see it, but they'll have to wait until this wheel might get set up for a running defensive position that this is going to be giving some time. Taking a little bit more turn for the 2 drivers who might be going closer back in onto the final corner to be reached up onto the pits. This could be TK8 GT's moment. And this is going to be quite taking a little bit more handling struggle that this wheel might keep it well endured. And 2 drivers are now in the pits and TK8 GT is back in the lead. This is going to be quite very good to see it out there, folks. But this is going to be giving the best time for me to going into the pit stop. This wheel might take the best choice that this wheel might be taking a one good proper lineup that this wheel might take the good direction to be taken nice and smooth. Giving a little bit time to refuel, so hope this wheel might give a matter of time that this wheel might be stop on the diamond, that this wheel might be given a good well position recommendable. Now I'm back in action and this wheel might drops down to 8th place, folks. This is going to be quite doing good to see it, and looks like Roll with GT Seb just definitely got that penalty mark on the red. So I hope this is definitely might be quite given the best time to see the replay. But if possible to have this one ordinary race, that this is going to be quite given the moment to see how this might turn out to be. Just going to have to go on the inside turn on that corner, and this wheel might go on the full straight. So it looks like Roadhog 2 is now definitely might be going back onto second place. So he will do his best to keep it going because he just really wants to stay in the top 3 position that this might be given the best moment. And looks like Doxy 226 is going in onto third place, but this is going to be quite very good to see how this is going to be quite doing the most challenging time to be going in. So I hope this is going to be taking a much better lightweight turn, that this is going to be taking a lot of beat pressuring on to Gr.4. World GT7 is slowing down and this might pull back down to 7th place. But this is going to be the 7th lap remaining challenge will be going left to go. And this might have Doxy 226 is now definitely might be going into the pits. Now he's coming out. And this might be coming on the approaching onto his position at the first turn. This might take only 1.3 seconds up ahead for him, and this is going to be giving a lot of time for having some good inside turns. Might be keep it well going. And Gr.4 2900 is now going back onto third place, so he's going to keep it going to catch up to Roadhog 2's position, while the other 2 drivers are now going to catch up to TK6 GT's leading position. But this is going to be taking that plenty of effort, that this might take plenty more gap distance in total when I'm in 8th place. 32 seconds up ahead is going to be in a long way to be on the rush to getting on there. Gonna have to take much more light handling, that this might deal with some very fine corners by using the Magni Trophy 2011. But it's getting closer. Just might need to take plenty more skills to be patient. But this is going to be quite doing good to have the best time to use the Simtropolis library design. It's going to be quite giving a lot of few ways for the spectators to see that this logo is part of a city related for each player who plays every building games like SimCity 4 or any other city building games, that this is going to be quite giving the best moment to do for one UDRI challenge experience, that this is going to be quite getting ready to go. But it takes plenty more required skills to take, but they'll make one city the best for every community for this site, that this is going to be quite giving the good blue color that this road might be taking on to do it. So I'm getting closer to World with GT7's position, folks. This is going to be giving a little bit more running times to take that slipstream after the corner is going to be going onto the straight. It looks like Aussie 73 is trying to keep it up on 9th place, but he might be doing a lot better to have it all going on to do it. So continuing in onto the middle of the 12th lap, but this is going to be quite good to see the top 3 drivers are now going to be into the 13th lap. Getting a little bit steep closer to roll with GT7's position. Gonna have to find that good handling turn spot, that this is going to be quite giving the best ways to perform. He's giving a good directions to let me pass through, so hope this might take that final corner on the approach. It's getting closer on that wrist. Roll with GT7 evades the incoming approach, so it looks like he's going to give him his best runs to keep on going. Now that is going to be quite doing a lot of daring risk by that final turn, folks. But this is going to be quite taking on that second turn, is going in onto the hairpin, that this is going to be quite taking a lot of few inside turns to go through on the apex. But this is going to be quite giving time to do it. Hope I could probably keep it up whenever I can. But this is going to be quite giving a one fierce rush, that this is going to be taking a lot of good mobility to perform it, and looks like this is going to be quite giving a one half moment, that this is going to be giving my best time to be in 7th place. But it's still going on, but the chase still continues for me and Will with GT7, folks. This is going to be taking on for the battle of 7th place, that this is going to be quite getting closer to reached up to Miguel 8520's position. And looks like TK8 GTs is now going back into the pits. So this might be have that tire check, that this might be needs to switch it in. And looks like, oh man, looks like Miguel 8520 just definitely got spun out the track, and now looks like he's doing okay to be in the middle of the tarmac. So he's in one piece, folks. He is going in to stay on a good position to be at 8th place. But this is going to be quite taking a lot of risk to be on the final turn. So it looks like Will with GT7 is now going back into the pits. Now moving on forward to the 14th lap. So hope this is going to be quite doing perfectly okay. But this is going to be quite getting closer to the top 5 that this will might be reached up to be in the halfway point. This is going to be quite giving a good effect on the handling, but this is going to be taking some few durability that this will might make it last longer. So it looks like TKA GT is going on the defensive position while Rohawk 2 is about to go straight forward to the first place leader. So he will do his best to stay on in 2nd place. This is going to be taking a one exacto moment to keep it going, because taking the mid-engine drivetrain layout, that this is going to be taking a lot of good effort that this will might be taking on for. Gr.4 Race 2900 is still going on in 3rd place. This is going to be quite giving a one good conclusion for the 2nd and 3rd place drivers are now going to be catching up onto the 1st place leader. Is going to be quite giving a lot of good racing moment to see how this wheel might go. And I'm still going on to take 6th place, that this is going to be giving my best time, that this wheel might be going on to the fastest limit, that this wheel might reach up onto dog C226 position. It's going to be quite getting closer for only 6 seconds up ahead onto the current gap distance. Is going to be quite giving a lot of effort to see it. "18 drivers are still standing there during this time of the race, folks. But I hope this is going to be quite good to see. King G Doria is now definitely might be doing okay. I hope he is definitely might be given a special time for him to have his GR Super Nürburgring 2019 livery to be in the track. So hope this is going to be quite giving a good credibility, that this is going to be quite very good to see how he goes. This is going to be quite doing better to have that turn to stay on a good speeding mobility, that this will might do the right direction, that this is going to be quite doing a lot of good smooth turns to be going on a good running advantage. Now it looks like it's going in onto the 16th lap. This race is about to be over soon, folks. This is going to be quite getting nearly there. But it's going to be quite getting a little bit continuous onto the 15th lap. But this is going to be quite giving a lot of plenty good inside turns that this wheel might do perfectly. But there might be some few less mistake moments, so hope this is going to might need to keep it well situated, that this wheel might be taking a little risk to do it. But it's getting close. But this is going to be taking a little total gap distance by 29.349 seconds up ahead. But it's going to be quite taking plenty more time to keep it up, to be well defended on a good position to be there. Rohawk 2 is now doing fine to be in 2nd place. Hope this is going to be quite getting closer to TKA GT's position. But this is going to be taking a little bit long distance, that this wheel might be getting a little bit medium for terms, to be taking a lot of best ways to go on the run. So now here we go, folks. I hope this is going to be quite getting a little bit nearly there to be on the final lap. So hope this is going to be quite giving the time to find out. This is going to be quite doing good out there for Gr.4 Race for this round, folks. Just like the 1st season, but now in the 3rd season, it is going to be quite giving the different ways to see how this might go. And here we go. Looks like this is going to be the final lap, folks. TKA GT is now going in to do the final lap, that this is going to be going on to the finish line to be at the podium. And looks like Rohawk 2 is now going to be keep it going, so he might drive faster it takes to stay in second place. GR.4 Boom 3R2900 is now going to catch up onto Roadhog 2's position, that this is going to be giving a little bit more short distance, that this might be on the way. PFC 2K12 is now going right onto the 4th place to be ready to defend on the approaching position, while Doxy 226 is going in to take the single overtake. But this is going to be quite taking on that turn to be going on the full straight. But this is going to be quite getting a little bit closer for only 2 drivers to be in 4th and 5th place. It looks like TKA GT is about to be getting a little bit more stepping stone closer up on it. But this is going to be taking only 1 more corner to be remaining. Will he be able to take that final stretch? But this is going to be quite very excellent whenever it's going to be marked on the checker flag. And it looks like this is going to be quite taking a lot of few drivers that this might move forward to the final lap. It's going to be pretty hard to guess, but looks like there it is, folks. TKA GT takes 1st place of the 6th round of the 2019-20 Exhibition Series of the Nations Cup. He have finally did it, folks. TKA GT wins the Group 4 race on Branch Hatch Grand Prix circuit. Roadhog 2 has finally made it in 2nd place. GR.4 Boom 3R2900 has finally made it in 3rd. PFC 2K12 has finally reached in 4th place, along with Doxy 226 in 5th place. Now that was a very good, excellent challenge for having a good mid-engine layout that this might be given the best recommend for use. It's a top 6 race finish for the Renault Sport Magny Trophy 2011 that this is going to be quite very brilliant. So I hope we did a very good job, and Roadhog 2 did a very great race that he has finally made it to the top 3. That might be given a good well-deserved to be in 2nd place, because this is going to be quite very excellent for having the moment of the race. So I hope this is going to be quite good to have a race position by 1 in 6th place. So this is going to be quite very excellent, that this might be having the best recommendable Group 4 card, that this might be giving the good best performance. So this is going to be quite good to take the 6th place earnings, that this is going to be quite very excited to do it. So looks like this is going to be quite good. To congratulations to the top 3 drivers for having a good job for this race. So looks like this is going to be quite very excited to do it. But this might be giving a good sending message, because this is going to be quite giving the best excited to do a lot of good sportsmanship ratings, that this is going to be quite coming well. So looks like this is going to be quite very impressive for only a few Magny Trophy cars for a 2011 model with a mid-engine rear car layout. But it was doing good, because this is going to be a good run out there, folks, because this race is always just going to be the same thing, but a different competition is going to be quite given the best ways from the first season. So I hope we did a very good job for having this time for this competition race, that this is going to be quite giving down for the moment. But it looks very good for having a good clean race, so hope this is going to be quite good to have Roadhog 2's message to have some good libraries for the next one. Since Season 1 of Round 8 of the 2019-20 Exhibition Series of the Nations Cup, racing at Branch Hatch Grand Prix for 19 laps for a Group 4 racing category. For this season, 17 laps is going to be quite different for every Group 4 cars that this might get started out, including the GR Super Group 4 is now welcome to the competition. So I hope this is going to be getting ready to move on, for the next round is going to be at Dragon Trail Gardens for Group 2 Super GT 500 race cars. So this might get ready to go. Alright folks, glad that you really enjoyed this race. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, bell for notification uploads, and the links are in the description down below if you want to see more. And library blog videos are available to watch anytime you want, so this will be the entertainment showcase about different cars with libraries I have been made. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for continuing on the Nations Cup on Gran Turismo Sport, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay clean.